Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So obviously you can tell by what's on the screen, we talked about PvP. And while there are a few different sidecars here, mainly Mirror Picard and Mirror Data, I think they are going to be the big, what do you call them? Let's say PvP combos, and then there are a few others like say a Carol Freeman or Phlox here. They're going to go with this PvP set, this new Apex Barrier PvP set. And that's assuming they don't add any more officers. This is a video, the other day there was a PvP event. Yeah, I didn't use my big ships, I didn't really want to. Some of these low to mid 50 guys had somewhat smaller ships out there. You can see this is a Legionary versus my hijacked Legionary, or Legionary, whoever. So I did kind of smack the mic there. New camera and new mic, so we'll see how this is going. But I wanted somewhat of a good test, so instead of using a billion power ship or 500 million, I went low. I matched ish the strength of this ship. And there you go. Okay, let's let it roll for a little bit. Yes, this is a video that I took. I took a video of me going through the battle log. I didn't know when I was going to get to this PvP crew set here, especially because I wanted to do that event store video yesterday. See, I'm just going through the crews, Mirror Data. He does have a captain ability while you're on an interceptor or against an interceptor, increased barrier, then activation of assimilate with the officer ability. Just recapping. Phlox's officer ability, I missed it, but was critical chance reduction. Does have a below deck ability, it's for the board queue, which doesn't apply here. Mirror Picard, his captain ability, pay close attention to this captain ability. Right now mine is at 100%. It's because I get another 50% because of Mirror Data synergy. And officer ability, 13,000 because I got him at tier 2. Apex Barrier, when you got Assimilate. Coming over to this, virtually the same Mirror Data. Does have a little bit lower Mirror Picard, but you can see its captain ability is only 50%, even though it's not active here. 3,000 less Apex Barrier. Taking a look at Carol Freeman, her captain ability, we all know it by now. Increase your shots by 100%. And officer ability, 60% increase of isolated cascade when the enemy player has a state on them. This crew can work. I'm not saying like it doesn't work. I hit the mic again. I just don't really prefer Carol Freeman as captain here. I just don't think she's offering you enough. Getting into some reasons why in a bit. I'm still going over crew. You can see some of the specifications of the ship. You see below deck ability, I got a 7 of 9 and 10D. See all the people he has below deck. Another assimilator just to make sure you get that Pelia, increasing his isolated defense. Chapel's not doing anything, and he also has 7 of 9, but a lower one than I do. I'm showing you his, just for transparency, I have a lot more isolated damage bonus, even I'm running a hijacked Legionary versus a actual Romulan Legionary. He's getting a lot of those researches that apply to the faction ship, whereas I am not. You can see he actually has a whole bunch more shield. Well, I mean, not a whole bunch. Define a whole bunch, I guess. For Legionaries, there's a lot more. See, he does get his Mirror Data to pop. So do I. Really, I think the difference is here. Okay, good, because I got my second screen here so you can see this. I wish I would pull up a little bit, but it's not. You can see that where his isolated damage is, it's lower than 100%, even with Carol Freeman, which isn't great. I totally forgot to try to pull this up more because, of course, I'm kind of in the way here. Come on, let's go. Move the thing. You can see my one shot. He was doing two because of the increased shots of Carol Freeman. Saying it doesn't give you anything, I'm just saying I like Mirror Picard a little better in the captaincy. But you can see my standard damage and then my isolytic damage doing a lot more, right? So it's, 143 regular damage, 391 isolytic damage. Next round of shots. Come on. That went a little fast, but it's fine. Said basically the same numbers. Notice Mirror Picard popping in the battle log again. Something I mentioned, I guess last month when I read the patch notes. Reading Picard's ability, his captain ability. On round start against players, Mirror Picard increases your isolated cascade damage by X for 2 rounds. On round start, increases for 2 rounds. Still hitting the mic. Oh well. Sorry if this is hurting your ears. I pose the question, does it stack? That's a lot like, it sounds a lot like Miles O'Brien's ability, right? Right? Does it stack? Well, we'll wait and see if I can. Of course not. Of course I stopped. But this is a critical hit. Of course you can see it is more than 4 times now. Let's get to the next one. Come on. Roll it up. Come on. There you go. Yeah, the regular damage is 150,000 instead of 143,000. It's not that much of an increase. Look at the increase in the isolytic cascade. 600, not necessarily isolytic cascade, but the increase of isolytic damage. Mainly because another 100% to my isolytic cascade. Because now, Mirror Picard, because this is round 2, he's not 100%. He's 200% increase. What do you want when you go into PvP? Do you want an extra shot? Or do you want 200% isolytic cascade? Now, yes, with Mirror Picard, you gotta wait till round 2. But with his Apex barrier, battles are supposed to go longer. This one went 5-6 rounds. 6 rounds. So for 5 of the 6 rounds, 200% isolytic cascade. Would you rather have that or would you rather double your shots? Depends on you. I've kind of invested a lot into isolytic damage, which is why, when I was showing the stats of the ship, I had so much more. You don't see Carol Freeman over here activating again because she activates once and that's it. Card's captain ability stacks. Doesn't stack more than 2 rounds, but, because it just replaces the old one. You also notice how many critical hits this guy is not getting. Kind of why I like Phlox there. You can use Carol Freeman on the side, right? Get you even more isolytic damage. Or you can use somebody like Phlox and increase your defense. Or you could use somebody like Mirror Kira Nerys, increase your shot totals, and add another 50%. At least I think it's going to be another 50%. I'm not really sure. Gotta unlock her and find out, right? Another X amount of percent to Mirror Picard's isolytic cascade. But then no defense. That's why I kind of like Phlox there. You get some defense. I kind of just went through the whole battle log here. I don't know if there's really anything else specific that I need to point out about these shots. That was it. I'm going all the way back up. What am I going back all the way back up for? Because I wanted to highlight the damage and the damage increase. Of course, I should know this by now. This isn't my first rodeo. I know I'm in the way over here. Move the thing up a little bit. Gotta remember that. What am I highlighting? Yeah, I'm just... Picard's ability. It'll only stack twice, but it is 2 stacks. Plus 100% for 1 round. Plus 100% for round 2 and beyond. For a total of 200% round 2 and after. And again, you can see I'm getting a few critical hits. Not many, you know. I'm getting few. Well, he's getting none. Well, kind of like Phlox there. You see how big that critical hit is. Especially when you're combining it with Isolated Cascade. And I think, try to explain this to you. Stop somewhere here. Look at these 2 shots. Yeah, I'm cut off a little bit, but right here and right here, it's how much is hitting my hull. 11,000, that's it. 2 shots, so 22,000. Almost 23,000. What is the 2 shots doing for you there? Because how much of that is mitigated? I mean, especially, you know, here. Not that my mitigation is really that high. Increasing the Isolated Cascade, it's mitigated so much less. He's mitigating, or I'm mitigating. Yes, he's shooting. I'm mitigating a little more than 50%. And he's mitigating a lot more as well. It's just the calculations and how much isolated defense and whatnot. It is mitigated differently. I say you go for Mirror Picard and increase the Isolated Cascade, and that's the end of the video there. Instead of Carol Freeman's multiple shots. Maybe I'm wrong. Who the hell knows yet? It was a little early. Maybe you do know. You know? Wrapping this up here and getting into, you know, composing questions and topics for comments and such. Whose crew do you like better? Do you like the Carol Freeman and the captain with Picard and Data on the side? Or do you like Picard and Data, Picard being the captain, and somebody on the side like, say, a Phlox or maybe a Carol Freeman? I really think Picard's captain ability, increasing your Isolated Cascade by that much, is going to mean something. Maybe it doesn't. We're kind of new into this Apex barrier. Now, hypothetically, if you had a very high-tiered Carol Freeman, good luck doing that. Maybe that would offset, right? Offset all cards' increases. Of course, by round 2, I'm still getting 200%. Can you get up to 200%? You know? But your would be doing multiple shots. If you can get up over 100%, I don't know what Carol Freeman maxes out at. I know 60 is one number, 90 is another number. Because I just haven't been getting into PvP that much with all these stupid strike teams and this Carol Freeman crew. I'm trying to do a little bit more now because I think with the increased amount of rounds, there's more. Like, I feel like more of us can be engaged with PvP. Saying we're going to win against some of these big whaley ass vendors. How many times have I hit this microphone? This is probably not in a good spot. Oh my god. Ugh. Work in progress. Getting new things and then having to like redo my whole setup here. Where the hell was I? Oh, talking about, you know, the whales, and yeah, we're still probably not going to beat them. But at the same time, I feel like we have more of a chance to do something in PvP. You know? You get some of these battles where a whale hits you and it's like you don't even get off a shot. He gets one shot, bam, you're dead. to be like that anymore. Hopefully. You know, fingers crossed, everybody. So just the more rounds it goes, the more chance we have to do things. And that's why let's play off of Picard. Maybe even use Karen Nerys on the side, who's going to increase those shots. So while, yeah, spend events, and yeah, they increase the milestone for Karen Nerys, which is really annoying. I see this as much better officer, a much better PvP officer group to go after than, let's say, Carol Freeman and Dr. Ta'ana and all those strike team isolatic assholes. Just because I think it brings more of the player base into the fight. Lets them do something instead of doing nothing. So comment below. What is your favorite PvP crew focusing on isolatic barrier? I'm not isolatic barrier. Apex barrier. I can't remember what all this dumb shit is called anymore. Good God. Can we like delete some stuff so we can like push it out of our brains? No. We're going to leave it in the game even though it doesn't mean anything anymore. Alright. What is your favorite PvP crew utilizing Apex barrier? Do you understand what I'm trying to say with, I think Picard's captain ability here is what really won me the battle versus Carol Freeman is the captain ability. Do you have other information on that? Please share that with me. Do you think I'm an idiot for thinking that Carol Freeman shouldn't be a captain here? By all means, say that. And knowing that maybe this is going to bring more of us into this PvP fight, you guys more enticed to go after some of these Apex barrier officers, like some of the spend events or mirror data from the event store. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.